distance learners. I hope you guys are doing well. I kind of wanted to give you guys some background information / review what a theme is and some essential elements of writing a theme, and then kind of go over the assignment instructions with you to make it a little bit more clear. All right, we've talked about this before, but just as a reminder, a theme is a main universal idea from a literary work that can be connected to the real world and life. And this definition is a little wordy, but what it means is main universal, meaning it could be found in almost any story. It's not connected to the plot itself. It's more of a lesson or a takeaway from the story. And universal, as in it's connected to the human experience. Everyone has the potential to understand it. From a literary work, so that can be from a book, a poem, a short story, a chapter of a book. It can be from a short section of a book, anything. And then it gets connected to the real world and life, meaning it's based on real life problems, real life issues, real life topics. All right, so some examples of common themes, some things like you should not trust strangers. That's a really common theme that you see in a lot of fairy tales, things like let's see, Little Red Riding Hood, the wolf and her grandma, not trusting people who come up to you in the middle of the woods. And this is definitely something you guys should also do in real life. So it's connected to the real world, real life problems. And it doesn't say anything specific about the story itself. It's a moral lesson or a moral takeaway. All right, so some things to make sure you include are when you're writing your theme. You want to make sure your theme is a full sentence or a complete thought. And it's a universal idea that it could be found in almost any story, meaning that it's not necessarily something that's connected to the story's events itself. It doesn't say anything about not trusting wolves, because wolves are not found in every story. You want to make sure it's the central idea of a story, that it's an observation about human life and human behavior, meaning that it's about human experiences, not necessarily just about any topic like money or anything related to politics or anything related to I'm trying to think of some better examples. You want it to be about morals and human problems and things that are about the deeper experiences of human life. You want to make sure you express it in your own words because you don't want it to be a cliche, meaning it's something that you see all the time. And you want it, and a lot of the times themes are personalized, meaning that you might read a story and interpret a theme that's different than what I might interpret from a theme. So there are correct themes that you can interpret. However, sometimes the way that we word these themes will be different. When we write our themes, we want to make sure they're not one word. A theme is never, ever, 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 ever one word. One word things like love, hate, family, I don't know, that's the single word things like that are topics. Those are not themes. A theme is a full sentence or a complete thought. Don't trust strangers is a theme because it's a full sentence and complete thought. We want to make sure our theme is not connected to the plot of the story, as in it's not a summary. We want to make sure it's not a cliche, meaning it's not something like it's raining cats and dogs, because it's not something that we put in our own words and had our own thoughts on. All right, what you guys are going to do for your assignment today is after you've reread the story Nombres by Julia Alvarez, you're going to review the notes here on what a theme is and what a theme is not. We just kind of went over those as well. And then you're going to answer these 3 questions about names / nombres, the story. So the first question is, what real life issues are reflected or discussed or mentioned in the text? What does the author say or imply about those issues? And what point is the author trying to make through writing this story? AKA, what is their main idea? After you've answered these 3 questions, then you're going to write your theme. Having answers for these 3 questions will help you determine a theme for the story. So you need to answer these 3 questions and then also write your theme, and that is what you need to put in your submission and text box. All right, if you have any questions, let me know.